1. Was engaged to a 32-year-old mom of 4 kids when I was 21 years old. I was not ready for that life. 2. Losing contact with the people I cared about because I'll just message them tomorrow instead. Tomorrow never came and now the relationships are dead. 3. Trying crystal meth. I didn't use for long, but damn did my life take a nosedive after that. Been off this stuff for 2 years now, and trying to pick up all the pieces and put my life back together again. Although I don't know if I'll ever get back on track with a felony conviction on my record. 4. I feel like I can't really find that one worse decision because my life until now is just a snowball of slightly bad decisions piling up. Don't quit school cause it's boring. Get your driver license. And don't take things for granted. And don't waste money when you can't afford to. 5. Getting caught up wanting to be flashy in a fancy-ass car at 19. Please learn about interest rates and depreciation if you've never bought a car before. One of the worst financial situations you can be in is stuck in an upside-down loan with a high interest rate and can barely make payments on it. 6. It's okay I'm on the pill. She was not in fact on the pill. 7. Briefly trying to become a lion keeper at the local zoo. Lion poop? Man. I legit still have nightmares about it. Worst substance on earth. I hate it. I thought I had a strong stomach, but it legit messed me up the first time I had to clean it. I puked and ended up having to go sit on a bench leaning against a wall with a garbage can next to me, and if any other keeper sort of laughed at my misfortune and reminded me of the task at hand, I'd start gagging again. 8. My girlfriend dropped out of college right around the time I graduated. We'd been together for years and I had a good job lined up, so I let her move in with me. She can take some time and figure out what to do with her life. Right? Wrong. She would get really mad when I brought up that she had no job or plans to complete a degree. She got frustrated that I'd work long hours at my job and come home tired. When we broke up, it took months to get her out. I don't think it's a bad thing to want to be generous, but never in that way again. 9. Selling 981 bitcoins at $4.25. It was great to have the 4K at the time. 10. I was living in Beijing. I had a big-ass paycheck, steady job, an apartment, hot AF girlfriend who loved me. But then a choice came. Move with her to Paris while she does her master's degree, and I can just live with her while I look for work and live off of my savings, or take my savings, go back to my hometown, and try out running my own business. I chose the latter. She couldn't handle a long-distance relationship and has left me, and actually resents me a lot for my choice. How do I know? She told me, I'm now 30K in debt, can't even get a side job. Only 4 interviews after 100 plus applications. I even applied to hold traffic flags at a construction site because the ad said no experience necessary, and they took the time to specifically write me a rejection email, and currently sleeping on the floor of my office because I can't afford an apartment. I had it so good. 11. Probably the 20 years of non-stop drinking and drug use, looking back and trying to understand how I made that same decision every day as sad got myself together now at 36. 12. It is 100% smoking. Starting smoking young. Started smoking again after quitting for a long time, and I'm still smoking despite worsening smoking-related health issues. Smoking is the worst. I'm a terrible addict and I'll probably never quit, but these things should be against the law. They are really bad. Really bad. People should not smoke. 13. Hiding inside behind my gaming computer from the real world, instead of socializing in all of my young adulthood years. I had opportunities. I had friends, but I always just said no. 14. Listening to adults who told me video game and computers would never result in a career. I graduated HS in 1985 and the opportunities in both were just about limitless. That said, I like how my life ended up, so I'm not complaining. But it took me 5 years after HS to figure out that most adults giving advice were losers who hated their lives, and there was no reason to listen to them about anything. 15. To go on an obscure hiking trail in New Zealand rather than choosing a well-frequented one. I nearly died and came to terms with my death multiple times before ultimately saving myself by scaling a mountain after battling hypothermia. I still suffer from PTSD from the cold because of me having to spend a night without shelter in the rain while having no clue where I was. 16. Man, I've made some dumb decisions. I've been bankrupt, I've been to jail. I've still got $50K left on student loans, down from a high of $182K more than a decade ago. For a degree I don't use at all. I've quit jobs with nothing lined up and ended up unemployed for over a year. But despite all that, things are pretty good. I'm doing well. I'm in my early 40s now, and I still remember making a girl cry in 5th grade because we were making fun of her for being ugly. I sometimes think about that when I'm trying to fall asleep. 17. During my late teens, I missed the funeral of my best friend's brother. To all the kids out there who are open to learning empathy but might not understand idiot, be the person WHOIS there for your friends. Folks just want a shoulder to hug. Do what I couldn't and be a presence for your mates. 18. Majoring in theater. In my defense, I think 18 is too young to expect a young person to know what they want to do for the rest of their life. 20. Coming out to my parents. I haven't seen my parents in a few years and don't think I'll see them anytime soon. My parents are extreme homophobes and can't stand the idea of me being gay. But that's just life, I guess. 21. Not studying engineering comp C in college. I am currently 4 years into a bioinformatics PhD so that I can graduate and make some actual decent money by pivoting out of my useless bio degree. Agony. If you are in high school and thinking about college reading this, study something that will get you a financial outcome commensurate with the work and money you put into your degree, please. 22. Getting in debt when I was young. Money was a taboo subject in my family of origin, so when I was on my own, credit felt like free money. I've fought those habits and that compound interest for 20 plus years now, and it makes me sick to think of how much money I've wasted. Even if I had only saved the amount equal to all the interest I've paid, I would now be very well off. Young people, learn from my mistakes and live within your means no matter how hard it is. Start a retirement account as soon as you can, even if you can only put in $5 here and there. Make compound interest your slave instead of the other way around. 23. Texting my mom an April Fool's joke that I saw on Facebook about putting a cell phone in the microwave to charge it, thinking she'd find it hilarious. Instead, she thought it was real, tried it, and nuked her phone. 24. I don't regret things I've done. I regret the things I could have done, but was too scared to try. 25. Here's an odd one, but it's my parents' mistake, not mine. I was a smart kid, youngest in a large family, and decidedly non-athletic in stature. Say, he's a smart little boy. You should start him in school early, age 4. He'll be as smart as the rest of them. He was. And for virtually every single peer-based social and family environment I found myself in, every single one, until I graduated college, I was basically the youngest and smallest Malay in the room. Every single one. I left home and started college at age 17, at a notorious party school. An immature age 17. Not conducive to academics, to say the least. Parents, do not start your kids in school early. Do not do it. Just don't.